Good evening, I am Doctor here. For this recipe, I have taken 1 cup of soya chunks. You can take larger ones also. That we need to soak it for 5 minutes and boil it for 5 to 8 minutes or below 10 minutes. Once they get boiled, I used a strainer and strained the soya chunks and kept aside. Then I took 1 cup of cauliflower florets, which I chopped them in a minimal size. Then I took beans. Uh, these beans also need to be chopped with the scissors into smaller pieces. Then I kept a pan and added all these at once to the pan. These soya chunks and cauliflower florets and also beans. Then I added 2 cups of water. Before adding water to the content, I added 1 by 4th spoon of turmeric powder, 1 by 4th spoon of salt, chili powder, coriander powder, and cumin seed powder, and garam masala powder, each 1 by 4th spoon. All these spices need to be added and finally sauteed once. After 2 to 3 minutes, or during the process, you can add 1 spoon of any cooking oil of your choice. It could be olive oil, it could be rice bran oil, or it could be peanut oil. Here I just added like a salads, however we use the oil from outside, not on the pan directly. Hope you understood this point clearly. I didn't add oil to the pan and cooked the vegetables. I just boiled the soya chunks first and drained them and removed total water content, and directly to the pan I added soya chunks, cauliflower and beans. Then on that vegetables I added 1 spoon of cooking oil. There is so much of variation for this. And here after that immediately I added the spices and I kept a lid. You can see in the transparent lid very clearly. If you add 2 cups of water, small cups of water, they get equally boiled. And now you need to put off the stove. If you cook on medium flame, it takes 5 to 15 minutes here. If you cook on low flame, you can observe it will take 20 minutes and above. If you want to cook it faster, most preferably I advise you for this single recipe to go for low or medium temperature only. This is a very nutritious and also very tasty recipe. Here, after putting the stove only, then only we need to add 1 spoon of tomato ketchup or tomato sauce homemade, 1 spoon of soya sauce, 1 spoon of green chili sauce I added. You can add red chili sauce also. After putting the stove means you should not remove the pan from the stove. You should just keep the pan on the stove only. The total heat content will cook the curry at last. Hope you understood this point. Here, if you keep the flame, or I cooked on induction, don't put the stove on while adding this sauces. That's what I mean to say. You can clearly see in the video on the plate I am adding this tomato ketchup or tomato sauce on this one. And this is the taste elevator of the recipe. Instead of tomato sauce, you can use your homemade sauce also.